god, 5 minutes. Okay. Hello friends, today I am going to be doing a 24-hour readathon. I haven't done one in so long it seems, but I did do one like a couple of months back, and I read 6 books in one day, which is incredible, amazing. And that is not what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be starting at 12 on the dot, and it's currently 11:55. So I'm going to do this like real quickly. Let's go. My plans for this readathon are the following. I'm going to be primarily reading The Well of Ascension, written by Brandon Sanderson. I am buddy reading this with Jacob from Alchemy Reads. I am currently on page 133, and my goal for today is not to finish it, because this has 830 pages, 860 pages. So my goal is like to reach maybe 450, like something over 400. So just so that I can say I reached the halfway point. So that's the first on the agenda. And then I also want to try and finish My True Love Gave to Me, which is a collection of a bunch of short stories, Christmassy short stories, edited by Stephanie Perkins. And then apart from that, I also want to try and finish this audiobook that I started a day ago, like yesterday. It's called We Met in December. I was just looking for like a Christmas book because after the whole fiasco of Let It Snow, I just really needed a Christmas book that reminded me that not all the Christmas books are bad and misogynistic and sexist and absolute trash. So there we go. Also my eyes are a little bit puffy because I just woke up. I'm really excited to be doing this 24-hour readathon because I feel like for about 2 weeks now, I haven't really been excited to read, and I haven't really read any books that have made me feel good about reading. So I'm really excited to just, push myself to read this and hopefully have a great reading day. As I am listening to my audiobook, I'm also going to be playing Breath of the Wild because I've currently been obsessed with Breath of the Wild. I'm just going through all of the shrines and going through the whole story and the graphics. It's so beautiful and it's so fun. Hopefully you guys enjoy this readathon. Hopefully I am successful. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be that hard. It's just 3 books. But I don't want to jinx myself, so I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna do the best that I can while also having fun. Like, having fun is the main priority. I don't really want to finish any books, so there we go. We are excited. I think I'm gonna start with We Met on December, just because I really want to keep playing Breath of the Wild. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Right, so hi, we are back. It's currently 3 p.m. and yes, I've been listening to my audiobook this whole time for 3 hours straight. I did have lunch, but as I was having lunch, I was still listening to my audiobook, so far I'm doing great. I am only missing 4 hours, and since I'm listening to it on a 1.8 speed, I'm missing maybe like 2.5 hours truly. I don't know if I've mentioned what this book is about, but basically it's just like this cutesy romantic contemporary story about these, I think, 4 or 5 adults that all moved to London like on their own, and then they're staying at one house where they're just sharing rent. Obviously, 2 of the roommates are falling in love. It's told from a dual point of view. So one is Jess, who's the main girl protagonist, and then we have Alex, who's the main guy and also the main love interest, and they're just like, each of them like each other, but they're not saying anything because the one who owns the house is like,
oh, there's a no dating policy between roommates.
So yeah, it's just like, you know, your traditional good old romantic comedy. I'm enjoying it a normal amount. It's not like I'm utterly obsessed and like shipping Alex and Jess and like, oh, I need them to be together. I've definitely had a lot of fun listening to this while I'm playing Breath of the Wild, not gonna lie. But yeah, I think that now I'm going to take a break from the audiobook and I'm going to read a little bit of My True Love Gave to Me. I'm currently on the 2nd story, which is called The Lady and the Fox. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read maybe 3 of the short stories. I've already read Midnights by Rainbow Rowell, so I'm going to finish reading The Lady and the Fox. I'm gonna read Angels in the Snow by Matt de la Peña, and then also Polaris is Where You'll Find Me by Jenny Han. Jenny Han is one of my favorite contemporary authors, so I'm really excited for her story. I absolutely love that I'm using my gingerbread bookmark for My True Love Gave to Me because it's just like Christmas on Christmas on Christmas, and I just love it. And I just had the best idea. Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna go sit down next to my Christmas tree. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna put on some Christmas tunes in the background. Oh my god, it's going to be a Christmas wonderland. Okay, I'm gonna do that now, and you guys are going to join me. So yes, this 24-hour readathon going amazing so far. Super excited to now read this. Maybe I'll even read more stories now that I'm gonna have the whole setup. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm gonna go to the next location, and yeah, I'll see you guys there. Hello, we are here, we are alive. I don't know how I still have this much energy, I really don't, but I have finished my very first official book of this readathon. I finished reading We Met in December, gave it 2 out of 5 stars. I don't know what I was expecting when I started this book, but I was definitely expecting more than what I got. It just felt boring. I was bored out of my goddamn mind. I don't want to be harsh because, it is what it is. It's a contemporary adult novel, fluffy, romantic, wintry, Christmassy. It's not really Christmassy because they do meet in December, and the book cover is very misleadingly Christmassy, but it's actually told throughout a whole year. So even though Christmas is like, it's something that happens in the book, it's not like a central theme or anything. This one, you know,
Excuse me,
I was just not impressed. I was like, yeah, okay. You know, there was like no climax. There was nothing. There was, you know. So that was a big disappointment. I won't recommend it because I just don't think, I think that there are better books that tell the same story. So there we go. It is currently 7 p.m. and I am now back to reading My True Love Gave to Me. I really just want to finish this because I am missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm missing 7 short stories, so I don't know if I'm going to be finishing it, but I am 100 pages in, and this has 320 pages with 7 short stories. So maybe I'll read like 3 more short stories. To be honest, I think I've been doing pretty well in my readathon because even though I've only finished 1 book, I have been reading the whole day. It's not really my goal to finish as many books as I can for this readathon. It's kind of just like to get me back into the mood for reading. So I think I'm doing a pretty good job, if I do say so myself. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to reading now. Like yeah, all I've been doing is reading, and I haven't done that in so long. Like literally for the past 2 weeks I have done 0 reading, it feels like. So yeah, I'm just excited to be excited about reading again. I'll catch up with you guys later.
1 nap later.
I can barely open my eyes. Hi. Not gonna lie, I fell asleep. Why did I think this was a good idea? I literally, like, there's nothing more. Wait, there's nothing that I love more than a good night's sleep. So I don't know why I'm putting my sleep in jeopardy. I fell asleep reading My True Love Gave to Me. Did I mention it's 4 a.m.? Right, so it was like 1 a.m. I want to say. I was in my bed. And I was like, you know what? Maybe it would be a good idea if I turned off the lights and I read by the light of my iPhone. Guess who fell asleep like 2 seconds after? Even though I did sleep for 3 hours. And technically I didn't read for those 3 hours. I still managed to finish My True Love Gave to Me, and I am so happy to say that I have finally found a good holiday. Okay, so I can't speak. What am I even trying to say? What I'm trying to say is I finished this, and I'm so happy that I finally found a good holiday book, because the last 2 holiday books that I've read, they aren't it, sweetie. But this one, it's just, if you've seen Love Actually, which is like this classic holiday, why do I keep saying holiday? What's going on? Who am I? Overall, I just feel like it's a really good collection of a lot of good stories. Like, there was only 1 or 2 stories that I didn't really vibe with. The others I just absolutely loved. So this is like a 4-star book for me, which, yes, ma'am. The last 2 books that I've read have been 2 stars. So I've been going through it. Yes, so I really don't know where I am right now. I feel like, I don't know. It's been so long since I've been awake at 4 a.m. because what am I supposed to do? Who is even awake at 4 a.m.? Why would you do this to yourself?
I can't believe that there are people that would do something like this. It's so sick and twisted.
The readathon, since I started at 12 p.m. and it's a 24-hour readathon, it ends at 12 p.m. Amazing! Thanks for describing what a 24-hour readathon is. Thanks for describing how clocks work. Right, so technically I'm still in the readathon. Yep, still 4 a.m. Right, so the last book that I was planning, why am I awake? The last book that I was planning on reading for this readathon was The Well of Ascension. Look at the beauty, yes. Right, so I think I'm gonna put myself, maybe, you know, I just want to sleep, man. I feel like sleep is such an important part of my life, of my routine. If I don't sleep, then I'm gonna have a bad day. And that's not being a pessimist. It's just that when someone doesn't have a good night rest, their whole body kind of shuts down. Tomorrow is, well, today. Today is Monday, so I really don't want to have a bad day. I want to have a day where my body works to its fullest. So what I think I'm gonna do, listen here, I know it's controversial, but what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna sleep for maybe 5 hours, wake up at 9 a.m. Ooh, the sweet spot. And then pick up Will of Ascension and read as much as I can until 12 p.m. and just see where I get to. Because now I really love sleep, so I'm not going to give it up. I love reading as well, but sleep trumps all. So I think I'm gonna go to bed now, again. Hopefully I'll wake up at 9 a.m. and I'll update you when I wake up, and it's gonna be all good. It's gonna be super fun. Yeah, so I'll see you in a few. The next time I even think about doing a 24-hour readathon, just like show me a screenshot of this and I'll be put in my place. I mean, to be fair, I feel pretty good. I slept, like I said, for about 4 hours. It did take me about an hour to go back to bed because I'm one of those people that once they wake up, it's really hard for them to go back to sleep. But I managed. I wouldn't say well rested, but I'm not going to say sleep deprived. So that's amazing. And I'm actually in really good spirits. I love that for me. So I'm definitely excited to continue reading Well of Ascension. I have like around 4 hours or maybe 3.5 to read up until my readathon is over, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and read as much as I can of the Well of Ascension, and yeah, really excited, high spirits, not gonna say energized, but you know, I'm not sleep deprived, which was the goal, so very happy for myself. My face is super puffy. Sorry if that's not very graceful. But yeah, anyways, I'm awake. That's what matters. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start reading now. And yeah. I'm back. We're here. It's officially 12 p.m. on a Monday, which officially concludes my 24-hour readathon, and I did manage to read quite a lot of The Will of Ascension, and I'm actually just like, I know I didn't finish this, so I shouldn't feel like too proud of myself, but I still feel pretty good because I'm just really loving this book. I love where it's going. I love the story. I love the writing. I love everything about this, and I also love that I'm buddy reading it with Jacob, even though he's reading it a lot faster than I am, but yeah. I really love that I'm loving this book so much, so yes. I'm really excited to finish this book and see just where Brandon Sanderson is going to take this series. I'm definitely going to keep on reading throughout the week, so maybe you'll catch this book in my next reading vlog. Who knows? Apart from The Will of Ascension, as you guys know, I managed to read 2 other books. The first one being We Met in December, which I gave 2 out of 5 stars. I haven't really been listening to audiobooks. This was my first audiobook in a very long time, and I'm kind of sad that this is the one that I chose because kind of reminded me why I don't like audiobooks. But anyways, after I finished We Met in December, which I listened to while playing Breath of the Wild, aka the best decision of my life, I ended up also reading My True Love Gave to Me, which is a collection of 12 holiday stories, and I gave this 4 out of 5 stars because I enjoyed the majority of the short stories. I think that all of them had like their little magic inside of them. I'm really happy that I got around to read this again. This is my second time reading this. I think the first time that I read it was 2 years ago, and I absolutely loved it. So yes, I'm very happy about this. And yeah, that's basically all I did for this 24-hour readathon. The very first time I did a 24-hour readathon, I read 6 books in one day, which is we don't know her. I don't know how that happened, but it's definitely not gonna happen again, I believe. And I think I'm fine with that, honestly, because I've said this so many times, but reading is not a competition. Reading is not supposed to be about who reads the most books in the least amount of time. It's just about reading books that you love and enjoying your time with them and just fangirling over them, crying over them, or in some cases kind of regretting even picking them up. But yeah, so I had so much fun in this 24-hour readathon. I'm so happy that I'm not sleep deprived because I'm like ready to take on the day. I am now going to take a shower, of course, have a little bit of food, and go do stuff for life because yes, there is a life apart from reading, unfortunately.
Ugh. Sorry.
So I'm gonna go get ready for the day. I hope you enjoyed my 24-hour readathon. I know it was a bit chill. It wasn't like very high stakes or anything, but I still hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope that you're having a wonderful day whenever you're seeing this. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Oh my god, I almost died. Bye!
You nice, keep going.